Hey everybody, it's Mama Doll, the founder of the Black Doll Affair, coming to you tonight with a usual message in self-esteem, but a particular message in self-esteem for women over the age of 40. Anybody that knows me knows that since I was four, for whatever reasons, I could not wait to turn 40. And so while I don't know what that means, maybe it has something to do with some sort of past life experience, but I do understand that it sort of allowed me to adjust to aging in a very healthy way. I know that it has allowed me to embrace getting older. And so as I approach 45, May 1st, 1971. Shout out to all my 71 babies. They broke the mold when they made us 71 babies. When God made the babies of 71, he said, why am I even going any further? I can't do anything better than this. And then came baby Chloe. Took some time. 2015. But he finally duplicated perfection. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm baby Chloe's auntie. Okay? This is what I live for these days, that precious, precious girl. So, but this isn't about baby Chloe. This is about my 40-year-old dolls, the porcelain dolls and the black dolls. Dolls, this is for you. This is about this is about getting older and making the adjustment for the next level of life. So many women don't make the adjustment. Point in case, I was out to dinner recently, had a wonderful time. I digress. I was out to dinner recently, and this beautiful older woman walked in. Beautiful older woman walked in. And when I tell you she turned the heads of everybody in the room, she just had it. She had that je ne sais quoi that everybody talks about, that certain something. You can't really put your finger on it, but there's something about her. Anyway, I ended up talking to her at the bar because I went up to the bar because it doesn't matter. I went up to the bar and I ended up talking to her and she said, "You're fabulous." And I said, "Oh, no, you're fabulous." And she goes, "Well, I will accept that because I'm about to turn 60." And I said, "Oh, I love it." I said, "I'll accept it because I'm about to turn 45." So we got into this conversation and she goes, "What's your secret?" And I said, I love getting older. I absolutely embrace getting older. And so she said, "Huh, it's my secret too." People ask me what my secret is, and my secret is I love being older. I love being my age. And so I embrace being my age. And so we bonded. Moral of the story is two aging beauties that turn the heads of everybody in the restaurant. Yes, I did the same when I walked in. I have to say, I do know how to work a room. But I drove away from the evening thinking, wow, I wish more women knew the secret. I wish more women knew the secret because having spent time in Florida, Boca Raton, Florida for 20 years, what in my 20s, what I saw most was women aging and not doing it very gracefully, not doing it well, not doing it happily. There is nothing worse than getting older and clawing on to the hold on. You know, you can see it. You can see it. You can see it, ladies. And so this message is for my older dolls. Don't claw. Don't even reach. God forbid if you grab. The beauty of being older is beautiful. But you will you will cover that up. It becomes clouded when you claw on to Mother Time. Let Mother Nature have you. You know, I intend to, as I always have, but I intend to arrive at 45 going, "Hello, 45, I've been waiting on you. Let's do this together. How do we make this beautiful? How do we make that line really pop in a beautiful way? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't want to Botox it. No, 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 no. Are you kidding me? I earned that. I want to embrace it. I want to allow for it. And so let's work together, shall we? That's really how I talk to my age, my older self, is let's embrace it, shall we? Okay, so you have to adjust to the level up. At every level, you got to adjust up. And so many of us don't do that because we're afraid to let go. And so it's like, you know, what do they say? It's like holding sand in the palm of your hand. When you squeeze it, you lose it. But when you just open up your hand and allow, there it is, sitting, being, in all of its beauty. Now, you know, let's address the elephant in the room. Black women age differently from anybody else, right? You know, I sit here 45 and clearly I don't look 45, right? So melanin is the gift. Y'all get everything else. So God gave us the melanin, right? But even for us, you can see that we're aging at some point. And so let's talk about adjusting with our age. We as women have to adjust our attitude. Gotta adjust the attitude. And I'll talk about each. But we gotta adjust the attitude. 1. We gotta adjust the wardrobe. 2. We gotta adjust the makeup. 3. We have to adjust the diet, the workout, the health systems need to be adjusted. We have to adjust the lifestyle. Can't do what we used to do. And then we have to adjust our standards, right? So these are 6 things to make the adjustment to level up. And I promise you that when you make those adjustments, then the beauty will resonate. It will shine through. It will beam, and people will do what they will do to you, what I did to the beautiful woman in Buckhead, and what she did to me, and what I get so often. No way! Oh my God, you're not 45. Oh my God, you're stunning. You must work out. What's your secret, right? So let's talk about adjustments. Adjust the attitude. We just talked about that. You have to embrace getting older. You can see bitterness in the face of a woman that does not like to age. You can see it. It sticks to her like crazy glue. And once that bottle pops open, it's hard to get crazy glue off. Your attitude every day has got to be, good morning. Look how beautiful you are at this age. My goodness, you've never looked better. The attitude has got to be there. You got to have the right attitude in order to get into the aging mood. Right attitude to get in the mood, right? With anything. To get in the mood, you got to have the attitude, the right attitude. And that attitude is loving the skin you're in. And I know for a lot of people, they're going, oh, how do I do that though? I absolutely abhor getting older. Here's the deal. You have to, if you're going to look like this, if you're going to glow as you grow and as you age. That glow, that je ne sais quoi, I'm sure some Frenchmen will email me, text me, come into the feed and say I've said it wrong, but whatever. Oklahoma. I'm doing my best. Okay. But it's that je ne sais quoi, that's something you can't explain that is in place when you embrace. And in order to get that magic, because that's what it is. It's magic. In order to get that magic, you have to adjust and embrace. So that's one. Adjust the wardrobe. Oh my God. Floridian women have it the worst. I think in the warmer climates, it just makes them go crazy because, in the winter we get to cover up at least half the time, right? Half the year. But in the summertime, in island type states, in climates like Florida and California, it's like they go crazy with the Botox and the boob jobs and the butt implants and the cheek implants and the knee implants, and I mean everything's being implanted these days, and it makes you look like you're from a different planet. Get it? Implant, planet. There's a message there. Message. So you gotta adjust the wardrobe. You can't wear what you used to wear in your 20s. You just can't. You shouldn't. I mean, you can. Of course you can. You shouldn't. You should not. Your bikinis have to adjust. If you don't have the gift of a body like mine, I'm sorry, I run a self-esteem movement. If that bothers you, hit the unlike button. But I do like Dane Dane. And I've spent years not being good to Dane Dane and not saying very nice things about Dane Dane, but those days are over. All right. So, but seriously, if you don't have a body like Dane Dane's, where the bikini no longer works for you, adjust it. There's so many amazing bathing suits for every body type that's complementary. Adjust your wardrobe, adjust your bathing suits, adjust your skirts. If you don't have the leg you used to have, then let that skirt hang a little lower. Oh, nothing like seeing an older woman walk into a room with a miniskirt on that she shouldn't be wearing. I don't even wear miniskirts anymore because I just don't know that a miniskirt is the most elegant thing a doll can do in her 40s. Just adjust. Every now and again, I'll throw on a miniskirt just to go bam, But I have to say, I can't remember. The last time I had on a miniskirt because I've adjusted my wardrobe. I heard once somewhere that here's the rule of thumb for adjusting the wardrobe the older you get. Don't do too much. If you're going to do the boobs, if you're going to show off the girls, show a little cleavage, let it hang a little low, cover everything else up. No legs, no back, just the girls. If you're going to have your back out, cover the girls, cover up the legs. If you're going to wear a long slit on the side, cover up the girls, cover up the back. Make a choice, but don't go over the top because you're too old for that. And let me be the first to say, I hate rules. I don't go by the rules, which is why my life is the way that it is. I don't get married because people say, oh, you should get married. Find me somebody I want to marry. How about that? I don't buy a house because people say, oh, you should buy a house because this is what you do. Well, you know what? That's what you do. You go out in your 20s and buy a house and be stuck with a mortgage for, till you're 60. Oh, no, you're not going to do that anyway because you're only 20. And although they told you to buy your house, by the time you're 25, you'll want to move to someplace else anyway. My point is, I don't do what people tell me to do. I blaze my own trail, right? So these are sort of rules for the road, but do you? At the end of the day, I can't tell you who to be and what to do, and I'm certainly not trying to. I'm just coming to you with my life experience. So, no rules, just right. So that was a caveat. Adjust your diet. One thing that I can't do anymore. I can't eat whatever I want to and not see it. I can eat whatever I want to, but I can't eat whatever I want to and not see it. These days, when I pig out, I can go, oh, left thigh. There's those Doritos. Oh, look at the inner thigh. That's that pizza I had, that whole pizza I had last Tuesday. There it is. I thought I digested it, but nope, it didn't all get out of me. It's right there. So there's that. I've had to adjust my diet. If I eat a whole pizza, then I'm up the next day getting rid of it. And on the trail, That's how I'm getting rid of it. On the nature trail, I'm running it off or I'm treadmilling it off. I have to do that. I have to work out. I didn't always have to work out because I had this amazing metabolism that I didn't need to. I was 20. I could eat whatever I wanted to, and it would be like, what pizza? What Twinkie? I couldn't find it anywhere. So I don't, I can't do that anymore. Now, here's the deal. I also have had to adjust my body mentality. What I love most about running is that it allows me to run it all off. You know, nothing like running to lose weight, right? But what I've learned in my old age, as I'm in my maturity, what I've learned is that I like my big boobs. You know, I used to complain. True story, not kidding. My dad, and everybody knows that a girl gets her genetics from her dad, and boys get them from their mom. But everybody in my family had big boobs, huge boobs, like these, right? And I used to just look at them and go, really, really, like, are these my parents? Because, like, where are my boobs? But then now that the older I get, I realize I got a great set of boobs. I've got CDs. I've got compact discs. You know, they're not double compact discs, but because I've allowed my body to adjust to my age and I'm not as skinny as I was in my 20s because I don't need to run to that point of skinny, I actually am embracing my new body, which allows for 5 or 10 more pounds, which gives me more of a curve. And I've always, as skinny as I've always been, I've always had, as my family used to say, Dana's rail thin, but she's got the cutest figure. She's got these, you know, white people, you won't understand this, so just hold on for a second because you're going to be like, why would you want big legs? But in the black community, Beyonce type legs, those are amazing. And so they would always say, which is what I have, I've always had them. She's got these big legs, and they're not really big, they're curvaceous. They're not bird legs, is basically what they're saying. And she's got a little booty on her. You know, never had a badunkadunk, never got one of those. But I got a little curve to my junk these days. And I like that about me. So I've adjusted, allowing to feel good about my new curves, you know? And I don't want to be, as summer approaches, I'm getting ready to run more. And so I'm going to be very conscientious and very cognizant about running. I won't run every day because I don't want to be stick thin like that anymore. That's it's not what I want. It's not who I am anymore. And I like my CDs and I like my belly dancer belly, you know, curvaceous. I love it. Curves. So I've adjusted my body, my workout, my diet. I've adjusted my lifestyle. What does that mean? It means I get my rest. I didn't have to get my rest when I was older or younger. Now that I'm older, I have to get my beauty rest, or I don't look good. I don't feel good. I don't have the vitality I need in order to live life. So, excuse me. So I'm adjusting my lifestyle. I don't drink as much as I used to because I'm having to be more aware of my health. Wine is usually what I do. I enjoy wine. I love wine. You know, the shots and the hard liquor and the you know, hitting it hard all night long. It's rare. I can't even remember. You know, and when the party gets to the point where they're like, take a shot, Mama Doll, take a shot, Dana, take a shot, come on, take a shot. I'm like, I'm good, but you took a shot. Good try. I don't do it anymore because it doesn't work for me. In every way, it doesn't work for me. I don't recuperate as quickly as I used to, and I can't get back up the next day and live the vivacious life that I live hungover. So, and hangovers aren't that fun for me anymore. Not that fun. They're not fun for me anymore. Nope. Adjust your standards. So I've adjusted my lifestyle. The next one is adjust your standards. What does that mean? You know, again, no rules. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me who to go with. Don't tell me how many kids to have. Don't tell me to have kids. My standards are still the same. You know, I no longer say I'll never get married. You know, I no longer say that. I'm open to it. Um, I no longer say, you know, I no longer say such concrete things, is my point. I am satisfied with where I am in life. I am satisfied with the choices that I've made in life. I am I am grateful for the men that have come into my life. I am I don't have one ex that I'm not BFFs with. I just love them all to bits and pieces, and that's because my standard is that if you spend that kind of time with someone, then there must be some value there. There must be some beauty there, and there is. And for me, I found it. I just love them all to bits and pieces. They're good guys, and I have nothing bad to say about any of them because I chose well. And although it didn't work out, they're my buds. They are my buds. So those are the things we have to adjust to. You know, when I say adjust your standards, when it comes to men, you know, don't date the guy you would have dated in your 20s. Adjust your standard. You know, and it's okay to want a man at a certain level. It's okay to want a woman at a certain level, you know? It's okay to realize that you're lesbian. It's okay to realize that you're asexual. It's okay to realize that you like a lot of men. You like a lot of company. Where am I going with this? I'm saying all this to say embrace who you are. You are a different person just by from experience. Experience has taught you that just because someone has sexual behavior different from yours, that doesn't make them bad. And just because you tried something, that doesn't make you bad. And just because you stop liking something, that doesn't make you bad either. Adjust at every level. Adjust at every level. You know, in our 20s, we're still carrying so much of what church taught us, so much of what mama taught us, so much of what granny beat over our heads, that journey between 20 and 40 is, what do I want? What do I like? Who am I? Who do I want to share my time with? How many times do I want to share it with them? Who gets in? Who doesn't? Who gets put out? How quickly? Like these are all things that says I am a mature woman. I'm able to make my decisions. I'm able to make healthy decisions. And I have no regrets about my decisions because they are just that, my decisions. And so your standards have adjusted. You don't want to get to, I'm saying all this not to talk to you about being a lesbian or being gay or being straight or being loose, loosey goosey. That's not my point. My point is adjust to what makes sense for you for your standards. And when you get to this age of 45, you realize that a lot of the stuff that you thought you believed in, you no longer believe in because it's just that stuff that doesn't make sense anymore. And why does it make sense? Because you've lived enough life experience to know that it doesn't make sense, right? Nothing worse than an old fool. And what is an old fool? Somebody that holds on to the stuff that they believed 20 years ago. Let it go. Be a free spirit. And I know that's hard for a lot of people. I'm the freest spirit, probably, you know. I really am a free spirit. And so I know that I'm freer than most people. But I do know this about being a free spirit. It's fun. It takes you on an amazing journey, and it allows for every type of person, every age, every color, every language, every genre, every sexuality. It allows. And when you allow your standards to be put on the table, then it's amazing what happens. And I'm not saying drop your standards. I'm not saying become a loose person. I'm not saying any. I think you get it. I'm talking to women over 40. You get it, right? I hear y'all shaking your head. I hear you shaking your head, Mama. We get it. You get what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, it just ain't that serious, and shit just ain't that real, right? You allow for options. That's my point. Allow for options. Get loose with options, with your options, not with your standards. How about that? And just know this. Probably the best advice I can give myself is that I don't have to compete. I don't have to compete with a 20-year-old, a 25-year-old, a 30-year-old. I don't have to compete with a 44-year-old. I don't have to compete with a 45-year-old. I don't have to compete with anybody, because you can copycat me, but you can't do me. I am a thumbprint, a one of a kind thumbprint. I am a piece of art, and there is no other like Dana. And so competition means that you scare me. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid that a man will choose you over me. I'm not afraid that an employer will choose you over me. I'm not afraid that you'll get more popular than me. I'm not afraid for any of that. In fact, I hope that you get what you deserve. I hope you get the man you want. I hope you get the job you want. I hope you get the popularity you want. But one thing that I'm not doing with you, well, I'm cheering you on. One thing I'm not doing with you is competing. I'm not going to do that. I don't have to. I don't have to, because I've earned where I am in life. I have earned my self-confidence. I have earned my wisdom. I have earned the experience of 45. And through working out, through watching my diet, through fighting against gravity, I don't compete with you, because I've earned my place in life. I've earned it. I made some notes here, so you probably hear the paper rattling, because I don't want to wrap this up and forget what I'm saying to you. The moral of the story is I'm about to be 45, and I've never felt more beautiful. I've never felt more perfect. I've never felt more accomplished. I've never felt happier. I've never felt better. 45 is amazing. These Getting here, these years have been happy, so tough, so sad, so remarkable, so devastating, so energizing, so everything. The yin and the yang of getting to 45 has been everything. And I look forward to the next 45. I really do. And at every iconic year, I will embrace it. I made a promise to myself as a little girl that I would always be the hottest babe in the room naturally. And that is not contingent upon whether you decide I'm the hottest babe in the room, or they decide I'm the hottest babe in the room, or if society decides that I'm the standard of the hottest babe in the room. I will always be the hottest babe in the room, because I will always be naturally me. And that babe is hot. I think that's it. I do. I think that's it. You've earned your beauty. Don't compete with the babes, the babies. You've earned it because you have to work out. You've earned it because you have to eat well. You've earned it because you have to think well. You've earned it because life is literally pulling you down. You have earned your right to be beautiful. So be beautiful. All right. That's my message. It's wine time. Bye.